Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of my Iron Man series where I play a 42 defense voider and I try to complete as much content as possible in old school RuneScape. Let's get to it. In our last episode, we finished up one of the biggest early game grinds and we got ourselves our very first best in slot item, the Barrow's Gloves. After getting such a big upgrade, I just thought I wanted more. So today, we're gonna get some upgrades. And for everyone that has watched my earlier videos, thank you by the way, and is thinking, hey, I saw you get a Tome of Fire, isn't that best in slot? Well, yes, but not really. On Iron Man, the Tome of Fire tends to be more of a quality of life upgrade compared to a best in slot. This is because it's almost impossible to upkeep your burnt pages, which power the Tome of Fire, late game. For reference, every burnt page I got on my way to 99 fire making, I can go through in a day if I wanted to. All that being said, today we're going to start off at the Warriors Guild. The Cyclopes upstairs can drop various tiers of defenders, which provide attack and strength bonuses. These defenders go in the shield slot, and as long as I'm staying a low defense, the Rune Defender will be the best option for melee damage throughout the life of my account. Way back in the day, this grind used to be so annoying. The defender drops were very hard to see, and we didn't have any sort of notifications to tell us when a defender actually dropped. If you went dry on a defender, you would end up going crazy, thinking that you just missed the drop. In addition to this, sometimes the Cyclopes can drop nothing, so you get really excited thinking the defender had actually dropped and it was just hidden under the bones, and then it's nothing. So yeah, this grind used to be like evil. Nowadays though, the grind is a lot more relaxed, so I figured I'd get this out of the way first. So that is bronze, iron, steel, black, myth, addy, and last but not least,
the Rune Defender.
I don't know what that was, but this is actually so cool. Like, I don't think people realize like how strong the Rune Defender actually is. It's like a mithril scimitar on top of a fighter torso. Like, it has +5 strength instead of the torso's +4, and it's like +20 attack or something. It's actually like obscenely strong, and the fact that I'm staying 60 attack for the time being means I really need the accuracy as well, so like I'm so happy to get this. And then not only that, but it's a really iconic item that like really makes me feel more like a Zerker, so like it's just like a really nice stepping stone for me to see progress on the account, you know? I hope that makes sense. This is cool. I also figured that since we were here, I would actually just finish off the collection log by going further and getting the Dragon Defender. For those who don't know, the Dragon Defender is dropped by a separate group of Cyclopes, which are located in the basement. Not only are these monsters a higher level, but the Dragon Defenders are twice as rare compared to the... Oh. We got it.
That was quick.
Are you ready for a fun fact? Because you are gonna get one. Some of you may have noticed that I didn't get a collection log notification. This is because I actually already have a Dragon Defender. Yes, I got 2. You see, I got the first one because I wanted to get a green collection log, which I have, which is really cool. Like, look at this, I mean, that's awesome. It's not much, but it's another thing crossed off the list. But then I decided that I wanted to use it as like an intro clip, so I went back and added the loot raise and stuff. But I ended up not doing that because it's not like that exciting to get a defender unless you're me, where it's like best in slot forever. So like I was happy, but I know not everyone else would be, but yeah, I decided against it. But I went back and got 2, so I'm trying. Okay, we need to move on, but before, there's just 2 really quick things. 1, look at this guy, what is he doing? And 2, look how big this building is. If you don't have roofs turned on, then this building looks tiny because you can only see the first floor, but like this has to be one of the biggest buildings in the game, right? Like, I feel like I'm getting too excited about this for like nothing. Like maybe the castles are bigger, but like no, this is a huge building. Like this is huge, right? Of course I didn't record any of it, but over the course of the account, I found a few clue scrolls and I ended up with a few caskets. I didn't get much from the beginner or easy caskets, however, I got a scroll book from the medium, which is actually pretty cool. It just holds some teleports to save bank or inventory space, but honestly, that's not important right now, because from the hard clue, I got lucky. I got a magic shortbow. This is actually so good. This will carry me through early game Slayer, and I can even imbue it with a scroll from LMS, which gives it a bit of accuracy, so that's Cool, right? Look at this. Plus 69, plus 75, plus 69, plus 75. Like on a main account, this is like nothing. This is like 100k total, but like on an Ironman, this is huge. Like this opens up a lot for me. So I don't know, that's exciting. That's why I'm playing the Iron. I love it. We're making progress. So what's next on my list? Pest Control. Pest Control is a minigame that you can play to unlock the Void Armor. And considering my account is 42 defense, specifically so I can wear Void, I figured this should be one of the first things I unlock. Void Armor will be a decent option for any combat style up until I hit 100 combat, at which time I'll be able to upgrade to Elite Void, which will be another Best in Slot unlock. Well, for some styles, in some places. Now, I had never played Pest Control before. I knew that I can use the intermediate boat, which should be slightly slower than the veteran boat, as the intermediate boat only gives 4 points per win, whereas the veteran boat gives 5. I had figured that, like most other parts of old school RuneScape, the community would have figured out the most optimal methods and basically min-maxed the minigame for peak efficiency.
I was so wrong. I was so wrong.
Intermediate Pest Control was like stepping into the Twilight Zone. I was right back in 2007. I know I didn't have the best setup either, but like, come on, like what is this guy doing? And no, he's not even a pure, it's just some random guy using an AGS, and he wasn't alone. I had several games where 3 or even 4 different people would be using an AGS as their main weapon. At some points, I was losing half the games I played. It was really rough. I didn't record everything from Pest Control because the grind was about 15 hours considering all of my losses, but I did make several posts on Twitter that you can look for, and you should follow me on Twitter because I'm really cool and good looking. And the account progress videos are like 3 or 4 months behind, so you can get up-to-date progress. I post all the time. Anyways, I did post several pictures on Twitter that really showcase just the state of Pest Control. So we have this guy who is 98 combat using a rune scimitar and bronze armor. No, he was not a pure. Then we have this guy outside the boat trying to get me into heaven. Not sure why this fits into Pest Control, but here he is. Then we have this picture of, I'm not even sure, like 2 guys with rune scimitars and a guy with a dragon spear. Again, no one in this picture is a pure. Oh, this one I'm actually proud of. On the left, we have a pure that is using a light ballista as their main weapon. A guy on the right is using an anchor. And then in the corner, we have 2 guys using Addy scimitars. And that's not even the weird part, because there were actually 3 identical weirdos using Addy scimitars at Pest Control. Oh my god, this was so much crazier than I ever could have expected. Like, it was so mind-boggling to me. Anyways, we now have enough points for the full set with the range helm, so we're done for now. It's Sunday night, and the games are much slower during the weekdays, so I'll come back next weekend for the mage and melee helm. So, what are my goals until I can get back to Pest Control? Well, the first thing is to work on the requirements for Lunar Diplomacy. After completing Lunar Diplomacy, you get access to the Lunar Spellbook, which, among other things, contains a spell called Humidify. Humidify allows you to cast a single spell and instantly refills all of your water skins or any other water curing items in your inventory, which is very useful when doing things like mining sandstone in the desert. As of now, I have to bring a few of my water skins, and then once they run out, I have to bank them and come all the way back here and just hope my spot isn't taken. So basically, I'm gonna do Lunar Diplomacy for a spell that will help me keep my water skins full while I mine sandstone. The sandstone can then be converted into buckets of sand that I can then use alongside some giant seaweed, which I collect passively, and use another lunar spell, Super Glass Make, to make molten glass. I can then take that molten glass and blow it into lantern lenses to train crafting. Anyways, I want to get my crafting up so I can use Dragonstone jewelry for all the teleports, as well as just replacing the amulet I'm using. I'm still using an amulet of accuracy. That's not good at all. A glory would be really nice, so yeah, let's get that. Also, for anyone curious about my comment about the water skins, this footage is from before the new quest came out that unlocks the Circlet of Water. That is super overpowered in my opinion, and I'm gonna get that ASAP, I think. My other goal is just to try out my new Void Range armor and casually kill Moss Giants and Hill Giants. I really want to start bossing, and one of my main goals on this account is to knock out the combat achievements. Moss Giants have a rare drop of a Mossy Key, allowing me to fight Bryophyta, and Hill Giants drop the Giant Key, which allows me to fight Obor. These are 2 low-level bosses, which I think would be a great way to start off my journey. And that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, we're going to do so much stuff, probably, depends. I don't know, I feel like I just need to find like natural cutoff points. I am just so addicted to this account though, like I really can't stop playing, and I don't have enough stuff to AFK while I'm editing, and I just don't want to sit at sand crabs forever and then like skip tons of content. So I'm just literally not playing. I want to play so bad, but yeah, I'm going to try and edit the next video as soon as possible. It'll be a lot more huge upgrades, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.